I've been seeing clips of people who live literally on the ocean. Like, I think that's fake. Let's see. Let's find out this is really fake or this is real. Because people who live in the ocean, let's find out. Let's find out.
I've explored some unusual places on this planet.
Okay.
But what's happening in this part of the world, it honestly doesn't feel normal.
Yeah, let's see.
There's a
Like,
group of people who live on the ocean, not near it.
Okay.
On it, and they can dive deeper than most trained athletes, holding their breath for minutes, like it's...
what? I don't think that's true. Nah, I don't think that's true. Like, what makes it so special? I don't agree. I don't agree.
Nothing. No oxygen tanks, no special suits, just one breath. Scientists say their bodies might actually be different. And that's where it gets interesting. Because this isn't just about culture, it's about evolution. In this documentary, we're breaking down the full reality of the bajau. You will know who they really are, how did they end up living on water, and how does the human body adapt to a life underwater? Today, we're going to find out.
Yeah, we gotta find out because look at the houses. Wow, look where they live little on water,
Who
bro.
are these people really? The bajau, sometimes called Sama bajau, are an
Sama Bajau?
indigenous maritime community spread
Okay.
across the waters of Indonesia, Malaysia,
Okay.
and the southern Philippines. Not on the coasts, on the water itself. For generations, many bajau families lived almost entirely at sea. Their homes weren't houses on land. They were wooden boats called lepa-lepa. Entire families, sleeping, cooking, raising children, all happening on floating homes that gently rocked with the tide. And when
So they don't gotta worry about traffic lights, traffic noises. All they gotta worry about is waking up, right, and just looking outside at the beautiful ocean. That's all they're doing the entire life. That must be pretty interesting. Like, look at this lady washing her hands. Washing the clothes, just comfortably. Like, she doesn't have to worry about getting robbed or nothing like that.
they did settle in one place, they didn't build on the shore. They built stilt villages directly over shallow coral reefs. Imagine
Interesting.
walking outside your front door, and the ocean is your floor. This
Like,
lifestyle
literally.
isn't recent. Anthropologists trace their seafaring traditions back hundreds of years, possibly over 1,000, tied
Look at
to
the guy
ancient
just
Austronesian
swimming.
migration routes across Southeast Asia. They developed a reputation
This
as
is
unmatched
interesting.
fishermen, navigators, and freedivers. The ocean wasn't scenery. It was grocery store, highway, playground, workplace, and identity.
Wow, it's very interesting. Like, look at them just walking around. You know, if they have a friend, let's say a group of boys, they just gonna gather around together, probably just get a boat from their dad's house or something like that, and just swim around in the boats, or just actually swim around. If you throw me in this ocean, I'm gonna drown. Forget. Listen, if I'm 6'2", but if you throw me in a little pool that's like at least 3 feet, I'm drowning. I'm drowning in this. I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to swim. I'm drowning. Count me out. You sit over there. Count me out.
Most bajau today are Muslim, and they speak languages from the Sama bajau linguistic family. But here's something
Okay.
important. Not all bajau still live fully nomadic lives. Modern borders, national laws, fishing restrictions, education systems, and environmental damage have slowly pushed many communities toward land-based living. Some still live
Wow.
traditionally at sea, especially
Bro,
groups.
hold on. They have hold on. They have cables. They have cables in these houses. They look at these wires, which means they have electricity. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
It's often referred to as the bajau laut in parts of Malaysia and
Look at this guy in his house. Look at this kid and his own private boats. They can swim all around
Indonesia.
they want.
Others now live in coastal villages, balancing tradition with modern survival. But even among those who've moved ashore, the ocean is still central. Children grow up swimming almost instinctively.
Yeah. I'm not swimming in this. Count me out. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you right now. Count me out.
And diving isn't a hobby. It's normal. Now here's where it gets interesting. This
normal
wasn't
to
just
dive.
cultural adaptation. It became
Yeah.
biological. But before we get into the science, you need to understand what daily life actually looks like for them.
Yeah, what is
Because once you see
yeah,
that the diving ability
cause,
starts.
cause I'm curious now. Like, how is the day to day like living? How is it over there? Right? How do they adapt? How do they make life happen in a situation like this, whereby you you have to adapt to a place, to an environment like this?
To make sense.
Yeah, let's see.
All right? Imagine waking up, and before your eyes fully adjust to the light, you already hear waves tapping gently against wood.
Wow.
That's home. For traditional bajau families, the day doesn't start with traffic noise or alarms.
Yep.
It starts with tide and wind. Many live in wooden stilt houses built directly over shallow reefs. Others, especially in older generations, lived almost entirely on small wooden houseboats called lipa-lipa.
Lepa
Everything
lepa.
is compact,
Lepa
functional,
lepa.
practical, no wasted space. The ocean is right beneath your feet.
Wow.
And for bajau
Look,
children,
yeah, count me
water
out,
isn't
bro.
something you learn later.
Count me
They
out,
grow up
bro.
in it. By the time many kids are 5 or 6, they're already comfortable diving below the surface. Swimming comes before structured schooling in some communities. It's not training, it's lifestyle.
It's lifestyle. All for survival.
Men often
They have
spend
to
hours
get
at sea
food.
hunting fish, octopus, or sea cucumbers using handmade wooden spears. No oxygen tanks, no modern wetsuits.
Yeah, why don't they go? Why don't they go try to find a shark? Right? Why can't one person go ahead and find a shark? Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Just goggles, sometimes crafted from wood, glass, and rubber, and weights to
Interesting.
help them descend quickly. They drop down quietly, hold their breath,
Hold their
scan the
breath.
reef, move slowly to conserve oxygen. Strike.
Hold their breath for how long though? I can't even hold my breath. I can't even hold my breath for 10 seconds. How long are you guys gonna hold the breath for if you're under that water? Huh? A day? A day? Like, I want to know what's special about them. Like, what's special about them? Like, why they so good? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get deep to the roots. Let's see.
And rise. Sometimes dozens of dives in a single day.
Yeah, this guy go on. He's ready for anything. He's ready for anything. Whoop! He's up. See, that gotta be a fish. This gotta be a fish. Like, literally. Look at the way he's moving. You tell me these are not fishes, bro? Tell me these are not fishes that transform themselves into humans. Because what is this? Just comfortably searching. He probably does this every day. Look. Yeah, you told me this is not a fish? You told me this is not a fish? Yeah. Wow, this is interesting for sure. Look. Yeah. Count me out, bro. I'm good. If you give me $2.7 million to go in this, I'm not going. This water, I'm not going. Count me out.
Women contribute in different ways.
Okay.
Preparing catch, maintaining boats, caring for children,
Interesting.
gathering shellfish in shallow waters, managing the floating or stilt-based household. Life revolves around tides, fishing seasons, and reef health. But here's something that might surprise you. This lifestyle is physically demanding.
For sure.
Repeated
Listen,
deep dives.
so which means the men, they mostly deal with swimming, while the ladies, they don't really have to worry about swimming that much. I mean, not worry, because they all know how to swim, but they've passed that stage. You know, they're like, oh yeah, swimming, I don't do that anymore, right? I gotta provide. I gotta make sure the house is good. This is crazy, man.
Pressure changes. Long hours exposed to sun and salt water.
Oh yeah.
Some bajau divers have ruptured eardrums over time due to constant pressure equalization. And in certain older traditions, divers would intentionally perforate their eardrums at a young age to reduce pain during deep dives. It sounds extreme, but when diving is survival, adaptation follows.
Survival.
And then there's
is
something else.
crazy.
They don't just dive deep. They dive efficiently. Heart rate slow underwater. Blood shifts to protect vital organs.
Like nobody's talking about how cold the water is, how the water is so cold, but they're used to it. Like I take cold showers most days. Like I would say from January to December, even on cold days, I take cold showers. It's crazy, I know, but I when it comes to swimming, you never saw me.
The body enters what scientists call the diving reflex, something all humans have to some degree, but among the bajau, it seems amplified.
Oh,
And this is where daily life meets
wait,
evolution.
is that
Because
why?
doing something every day for hundreds of years, that can change more than
yeah,
habit.
for sure.
It can change biology.
Okay.
And what researchers discovered about their bodies is where this story becomes even more
Yeah. Okay.
fascinating.
Okay. This is where. Okay. 'Cause I want to know why they're so good at swimming. You know what I'm saying? I want to know.
Okay, this is where things stop being just cultural
Okay.
and start becoming biological.
Spill the tea. Spill the tea.
A few years ago, researchers began asking a serious question.
Yeah.
Are the bajau just highly trained divers, or are their bodies actually different?
Let's
So
see.
scientists compared bajau communities who dive daily with neighboring land-based groups who don't. They ran ultrasounds, they analyzed DNA, they measured organ size, and what they found was something nobody expected at this scale.
What was that? What was that?
The bajau have significantly larger spleens, on average,
Oh.
about 50% larger than nearby non-diving populations.
Yeah. This is the reason why. This is the reason why they're so good at this. So this is the reason why they have larger spoons, bro. Right? They're good when it comes to water. Like at this point, the sea animals, the crocodiles, right? They're all friends with these people here. For sure. I feel like the whale can. If a whale's in the water and they see them in the water, the whale just gives them space. The whale gives them space in the ocean. They got it. 50% larger. At that point, you're not considered a human. You're considered a half human.
Now, that might not sound dramatic,
What?
but the spleen is like a natural oxygen reserve tank.
That's what it is.
Here's
Yeah.
how it works. When you dive underwater and hold
Yep.
your breath, your body activates something called the mammalian diving reflex.
Yes.
Your heart
Gravity.
rate slows
Yep.
down. Blood vessels in your arms and legs tighten. Blood gets redirected to your brain and
Yep.
heart,
Yep.
the organs that absolutely need oxygen. At the same time, the spleen contracts.
Yep.
And when it contracts, it releases a burst of oxygen-rich red blood cells into your bloodstream.
Yep.
It's like hitting a biological turbo button.
So they.
More oxygen,
they-
more time underwater.
Yo,
Every
right?
human has
See,
this
listen,
mechanism.
They have
But
a
if your
whole.
spleen is bigger,
Yo.
you have a larger oxygen reservoir to release.
It's
That
like
means-
it's like your car when you change your muffler, more air flows into the engine. The car goes a little bit faster, just a little bit faster, right? It's like when you add an intake plus. They live life on speed mode, basically on sport mode. That's how it is. It's crazy.
Longer dives, more
So this is the
efficiency,
reason why.
less panic.
This is the reason why.
So when you step back from all of this, the genetics, the diving, the history, the borders,
Yep.
you realize something bigger.
What's that?
The bajau aren't just a fascinating community. They're proof of what humans can become when environment and culture move together for generations. Think about it. Most of human evolution happened on land. Yet
They don't even gotta worry about the war. They don't gotta worry about war. They're worried about eating. They're worried about getting food from the sea. They're worried about, things that they deem as a big issue. But for us, it's just, please, you're going into the water to get food. That's it. That's basically it. There's no debt. They don't have to worry about paying college debts. No. Right? Most people, some people in America, they're literally working so much that they wanna afford a house that they can buy that has this view like this in the water. They wake up every day underwater. They're chilling.
here's a
real.
population that leaned so hard into the ocean,
Yep.
their bodies began adjusting. Not
They
in
got
theory,
to.
in measurable
Adaptation.
biology.
Adaptation.
Larger spleens, improved oxygen tolerance,
Yep.
a
This is
lifestyle that most of us would consider extreme.
extreme, right? That's what I was
normal to
thinking
them.
too.
But here's the part
Normal.
that stays with me.
Okay.
It wasn't done for fame. It wasn't done to break records. There were no cameras underwater when this adaptation began. No
facts, but
headlines, no research grants, just families diving because that's how dinner was found.
that's how
And
dinner
now
was found.
we're watching this way of life balance on a thin line. Modern systems pull toward land. Climate change reshapes reefs. Borders restrict movement. And young bajau children grow up holding smartphones in one hand
Oh yeah,
and a
social
spear in the
media.
other. Two worlds, one identity. So
Social
maybe the
media.
real story here isn't just about how long they can hold their breath. Maybe it's about how long a culture can hold its own
Yep.
before it has to surface and change. The bajau show us something most of us forget.
Yeah.
Humans aren't fixed. We adapt to
Yep.
deserts, to mountains,
Yep.
to ice, and in this case,
Interesting.
to the sea. But adaptation always comes with a question.
What's the
When the
question?
environment shifts faster than tradition can respond, what survives? The biology, the culture, or just the memory of both?
Like, what's your guys' answer? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. But it's crazy though, you know? This is how they leave. This is how it is. This is how life is out there. Would you guys move there? Would you guys move there? Let me know in the comment section. Would you guys move there? I would not. I would not. Just being real. I would not. I rest my case. My name is Dubem. And I'll see you guys in the next video.